GS Partners lied about their partnership with BD Swiss, and now they're trying to cover it up with even more lies. Brandon here with Ponzi Patrol. Today, I'm going to show you how GS Partners is still lying about their connection to BD Swiss. The first bit of information actually came out at the end of January, and I covered it here on my channel. It was an article put out by BD Swiss where they called GS Partners fraudsters. I'm going to show you that article really fast. This is the article here put out by BD Swiss at the end of January. The slug here is beware of fraudsters posing as BD Swiss collaborators. So they called them fraudsters here in the slug, and this is on BD Swiss's official website, and they are talking about GS Partners. It's come to our attention that for quite some time now, GS Partners team, Lydian World, Gold Standard Bank, and their associates have been on a publishing expedition of content explicitly featuring our brand and registered trademarks. We want to set the record straight and inform you that we have never started any kind of cooperation or affiliation. So that is directly from BD Swiss. And now GS Partners is trying to cover it up. They're saying they were actually partners with a new company called SkyGround, and that SkyGround is the middleman between GS Partners and BD Swiss. This can be a bit confusing if you haven't been looking into this as much as I have, so let me draw it out for you. GS Partners lied and said they were partnered with BD Swiss. And then, after some time, BD Swiss put out that announcement that I showed you saying they are not partnered with GS Partners. And then BD Swiss actually called GS Partners fraudsters. So what GS Partners did to cover this up is they lied and said, no, actually, there's a third party. We have this company called SkyGround, who is the middleman between us and BD Swiss. There are a few problems with this, one of which being that BD Swiss has publicly said that they are not partnered with SkyGround. This is a tweet with BD Swiss saying they're not associated with SkyGround. I want to give a shout out to Chris Trade on Twitter for this. He also has a YouTube channel that is #ChrisTrade. Okay, so let's get this straight. If BD Swiss is not partnered with GS Partners or SkyGround, then how is GS Partners related to BD Swiss at all? Well, they're not, at least according to BD Swiss, which is the only reputable company in this fake partnership, this fake triangle partnership. So here are a bunch of promoters saying that BD Swiss was trading for GS Partners.
How do you get started is, first of all, in order to take advantage of the partnership between BD Swiss and GS Partners,
our brokerage firm, tech firm, BD Swiss, they're going to put that in a portfolio and they're going to work it. Our trading volume and our profits that BD Swiss is managing for us.
Platform that there is that you can have trading your money for you. So they have developed this product for us so that we can get our money into the system and allow them to trade it for us.
This is beautiful because we are having our funds traded for us by professional traders at BD Swiss.
With our metaverse certificates that we have that you can get, you can set up a brokerage account with BD Swiss and they will manage your funds.
One of our big ones right now is the BD Swiss platform, and they've created a product specifically for us.
You can do with it. The second product is a managed trading product managed by BD Swiss.
Our partners, for example, BD Swiss, we're going to talk about BD Swiss tonight. BD Swiss has been around for 12 years. 12 years. 12, that many. Over $1 trillion with the T. They do over $1 trillion of volume a year. $1 trillion. That's $12 billion a day. $12 billion a day. That is a company trading for us, for you.
That's just sad. All of these people have been lying and promoting GS Partners by saying they're associated with BD Swiss just so they can get the commissions. And that's not all. There's another problem with this SkyGround line. The news was put out on a website owned by Joseph Haidt. Joseph Haidt is the founder of GS Partners, and he owns these German news websites. This information was originally put out on his websites and then syndicated to other news websites through a paid promotion. This is really easy to do. It only takes a few $100s to get this syndicated through a PR website. Here's the article where you can see that the news provided by Berliner. So this is the website that Joseph Haidt owns, and this was published on February 1st, 2023, which is about a week after the BD Swiss article came out. So it makes it pretty clear that this is a cover-up, and they did it after the fact. And here is even more proof that this was from the website that Joseph Haidt owns, so exclusively to Berliner. And they're also only partnered with Lydian World, which is a separate company inside of GSPartners. Here is another line where it says, as previously reported by Berliner. So all of this news is coming out on Berliner, which is owned by Joseph Haidt. And then it's syndicated over to websites like this. And it comes from a press release. All you have to do is purchase a press release. My background is actually in marketing, so this is pretty standard. Understand what's happening here. They publish it on Joseph Haidt's website, and then they go out and purchase press releases for $100 to get it syndicated over to this website, or $400 to get 7 syndicated. So it's actually cheap for someone who's stealing millions and millions of dollars to do this. But if we go back over to the article and we take a look at the disclaimer, it even says here, the above text is exclusively about blockchain technology, not about financial instruments. This means that SkyGround is not a middleman for money being transferred back and forth between GSPartners and BD Swiss. The only technology that they talk about here is MetaTrader. And here it is. So they're using similar technologies such as MetaTrader 4 and MetaTrader 5, which anyone has access to. Just because it is used by brokers like IG Group, Swissquote, or BD Swiss, just because MetaTrader is used by them does not make them in any way partners. That would be like saying that I use a Windows computer and so does Bill Gates, so me and Bill Gates are partners. That's not how that works. Okay, so let's recap. GSPartners has been lying about being directly partnered with BD Swiss for almost a year now, and now they're lying about being indirectly partnered with them through SkyGround. BD Swiss has confirmed this. They've put out a public statement saying they're not partnered at all with GSPartners, and they've also said that they're not partnered with SkyGround. So if they're not partnered at all, BD Swiss and GSPartners, they are not partnered together at all, then where is the return on investment coming from? Where's the profit for GSPartners coming from? Because what's been said by everyone in GSPartners is that BD Swiss is trading for them. And if BD Swiss is not trading for them, then where's the money come from? Where does the 6% per month come from? Or the 4.15% per week that is offered? That's supposed to be because they're the marketing arm of BD Swiss. So if there's no external ROI, then that leaves us with the money being from new investors, which would make it a Ponzi scheme. Or say it's not coming from new investors. Where is it coming from then? Where is the profit coming from? This is a serious question that really needs to be answered, and they've been lying about it for a year. Why lie about it? Here's a better one. Why aren't they registered with the SEC or the appropriate authorities in all the countries that they sell their investment in? They're legally required to be registered. They're committing securities fraud. What they're offering passes the Howey test, and just because it's crypto doesn't make it bypass securities laws. I've covered this in other videos. That should be, these questions here should be enough to tell you that this is a Ponzi scheme and that you should stay away from it. So I have a favor to ask of you. I want you to go report this to the SEC or the authority in your country. I'll leave links in the description. I want you to report it so that maybe we can help it get shut down faster than it normally would be. That way, it'll save a lot of people from losing money in this scam. Also, I'd like to ask you to share this with someone who might need to see it. And I'd like it if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel if you got some value out of it. Okay, until next time, keep patrolling.